A major Barcelona decision is looming, and Robert Lewandowski's future is suddenly in doubt. After Barcelona's dominant 5-0 Spanish Super Cup win over Athletic Club, Hansi Flick dropped a bombshell that has sent shockwaves through the Barca fanbase, admitting he doesn't know where Lewandowski will be next season. With the Polish striker benched once again, Ferran Torres rising in the pecking order, and Saudi Arabian interest growing, questions are mounting about whether this is the beginning of the end for one of Barcelona's biggest stars. At the same time, Flick praised Raphinha's sensational performance, explained Lamine Yamal's absence, reacted to reaching the Super Cup final, and sporting director Deco provided a major update on João Cancelo's return. In this video we break down Flick's honest comments on Lewandowski's uncertain future, why the striker's role at Barca is clearly changing, Raphinha's resurgence and Lamine Yamal's situation, João Cancelo's imminent return to Barcelona, what this Super Cup run means for Barca moving forward. This could be a defining moment in Flick's Barcelona era. Let's dive in. Flick hints Barcelona forward could be on his way out. I don't know where he will be next season. Barcelona are approaching a delicate crossroads with Robert Lewandowski, and the situation surrounding the Polish striker is becoming harder to ignore with every passing week. After the win over Athletic Club, Hansi Flick has openly acknowledged that there is no clarity yet over whether Lewandowski will remain at the club beyond the end of the season, when his current contract expires. I don't know where Robert Lewandowski will be next season. I'm really happy with him, but I am honest too. I spoke with him, he said, as quoted by Marca. We'll see what happens and we'll decide at the end of the season. On the pitch, the signs are equally telling. Lewandowski was once again named on the bench after scoring against Espanyol last weekend, and this time he did not even make it onto the pitch. For a player who has been the focal point of Barcelona's attack, this marked another significant moment in what has been a clear shift in hierarchy under Flick. Things have changed. Until recently, Lewandowski had shown little interest in listening to offers from elsewhere. He has intended to see out his time at Barcelona and continue competing at the highest level in Europe. However, the situation has evolved over the past few months, as Ferran Torres has overtaken him in the pecking order. Now, interest from Saudi Arabia has started to gain real traction, and recent updates suggest that Lewandowski is now far more open to the idea of a move. There have been talks of bringing him in during the current winter transfer window. That option, however, has effectively been ruled out for now. Despite the noise around his future, Lewandowski remains focused on the present. The striker is committed to finishing the season strongly with Barcelona and contributing whenever called upon. There is no suggestion of a lack of professionalism or effort on his part, even as his minutes have become more limited. Flick talks Lamine, Raphinha, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid after Barcelona 5-0 Athletic Club. Barcelona could hardly have asked for a more convincing start to their Spanish Super Cup campaign, and Hansi Flick made no effort to hide his satisfaction after his side crushed Athletic Club 5-0 in the semi-final. Immediately after the final whistle, Flick shared his thoughts on the performance, stressing his focus on what comes next and his genuine appreciation for what he witnessed on the pitch. As Flick explained, "For me, as soon as the game ends, I'm already thinking about the next one, but I really appreciate what I saw today. We kept another clean sheet, and that's very good because it gives us confidence in defense. We saw a different mentality and attitude, and I really liked seeing how we played as a team, both in attack and defense." On Lamine Yamal and Raphinha. One of the main talking points before kickoff was the absence of Lamine Yamal from the starting 11. Given his importance to Barcelona's attack, questions quickly followed after the match. Flick was keen to calm any concerns, offering clarity on the teenager's situation and reassuring supporters about his condition. He's been feeling a bit off the last few days, couldn't train, and that's why he wasn't in the starting lineup. But he's fine, he explained. Another major positive from the night was Raphinha, who delivered a superb display and scored twice. Flick made it clear how pleased he was to see the Brazilian back, making a decisive impact. "I'm very happy for him. He always shows 100% mentality on the field, and I'm very happy to have him back." Eyes on the other semi-final. With Barcelona now through to the final, attention naturally turned to their potential opponent. When asked whether he had a preference for who he would like to face in the decisive match, Flick avoided giving anything away. "The good thing is that we're in the final. We'll see what happens in the other semi-final." The press conference also had its lighter moments. Flick is known for joking that he often goes to sleep rather than watching late Real Madrid matches on television. When reminded that the other semi-final would start relatively early, he was asked if he would be tuning in this time. With a smile, Flick replied, "I can't confirm that," laughs. Looking ahead, Flick once again refused to be drawn into choosing between Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid as a preferred opponent, underlining his calm approach. As he summed it up, "That's the good thing about being in the final, you can watch the game calmly and see what happens." Source: Mundo Deportivo. Barcelona sporting director Deco has confirmed that the club is close to finalizing João Cancelo's return and is optimistic the deal will be wrapped up soon. The fullback is expected to leave Al Hilal and rejoin Barcelona on a loan deal covering the remainder of the 2025/26 season, with Hansi Flick already welcoming the idea of having him back in the squad. Speaking ahead of Barcelona's Spanish Super Cup semi-final against Athletic Club, Deco explained that negotiations are in the final stages and expressed hope that everything will be completed within the next few days. "Hopefully so. We're finalizing the process. He hasn't done his medical tests yet, but he'll be flying to Barcelona soon. We're going to close the deal," he told the media. It's been reported that Cancelo will undergo medical tests later this week and that Barcelona could officially announce the transfer on Friday. Cancelo will then spend a second spell on loan at the Camp Nou, with speculation already mounting that he's eager to make the transfer permanent at the end of the season. Barcelona cruise into Spanish Super Cup final with convincing win over Athletic Bilbao. Raphinha netted twice as Barcelona strolled into the Spanish Super Cup final with a dominant 5-0 semi-final win over Athletic Bilbao on Wednesday in Saudi Arabia. Raphinha netted twice as Barcelona strolled into the Spanish Super Cup final with a dominant 5-0 semi-final win over Athletic Bilbao on Wednesday in Saudi Arabia. The holders and record 15-time champions will face either Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid, who meet Thursday in Sunday's final. Hansi Flick began with teenage star Lamine Yamal on the bench, but his team was still able to ease to a comfortable victory at the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium in Jeddah. The La Liga leaders have now won 9 matches in a row across all competitions, and Athletic, enduring a difficult season, were ripped to shreds. Last season Barca went on to win La Liga and the Copa del Rey after Flick's side won the Spanish Super Cup for the first trophy of the Germans' reign, and the coach had said he wanted to use the competition as a springboard for more success again. "It's us who make games easy or hard. When we're playing well, doing things right, defending well, attacking well, the game is easier," Raphinha told Movie Star. The forward has been in fine form since returning from a hamstring injury that kept him out for around 2 months. "I am always looking to be at my best level, and I will never say I'm at my best," continued Raphinha. "I will keep looking, keep trying to have a season that, if not perfect, is almost perfect, always looking for the best for the team." Ferran Torres bundled home the opener after 22 minutes with a stroke of fortune after Fermin Lopez's bungled shot fell kindly for him. Barca sliced Athletic open with a more attractive second goal, with Raphinha cutting the ball back for Lopez to blast into the top corner, for the first of 3 goals in 8 minutes. Swedish winger Rooney Bargi got the third after being given a helping hand by Athletic goalkeeper Unai Simon, who somehow mishandled the low shot under his own body and into the net. It offered Spain coach Luis de la Fuente food for thought, given Simon is his number 1 and Barca stopper João Garcia is knocking at the door ahead of the World Cup, although the Euro 2024 winning manager was absent with the flu. Raphinha lashed into the top left corner for Barcelona's 4th after 38 minutes as the Catalans attacked relentlessly. Oyhan Sanset struck the post at the other end with Athletic's best chance on a miserable night for the Basque side, who last won the competition in 2021. Brazil international Raphinha grabbed his second soon after the break with a lethal finish from close range to seal Barca's win. "We have to say sorry to the fans who came here, we were not up to the level today, there's nothing else we can do than say sorry," said Athletic captain Inaki Williams. Barcelona's emphatic victory over Athletic Club showcased everything Hansi Flick wants from his team: intensity, unity, confidence, and ruthless attacking football. Raphinha's brace, the team's defensive solidity, and a place in the Spanish Super Cup final underline how far this side has come. But beneath the celebrations, big questions remain. Flick's honesty about Robert Lewandowski's future, his reduced role, and the growing Saudi interest suggest a summer crossroads that could reshape Barcelona's attack. Meanwhile, João Cancelo's return edges closer, adding another key piece to Flick's evolving squad. With Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid waiting in the final, and major transfer decisions on the horizon, Barcelona are entering a decisive phase both on and off the pitch. Do you think Lewandowski should stay at Barca? Is Ferran Torres ready to lead the attack? Who do you want to face in the final, Madrid or Atleti? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for the latest Barcelona news, transfer updates, and match analysis every day.